Hi everybody, welcome to the Basement Montreal. I'm going to do a Let's Play video, or a speed run, or a guide, how you will. I have extensive knowledge about this game, considering I helped make it, but anyways. So, I skipped the tutorial, basically, because if you can't beat that, well, I can't really help you that much. So let's go into it. I'm a little sick, so sorry about the sniffles. So, this is my first Let's Play, or how you will, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not too good at narrating myself, depending on the situation. So I'm going to skip all of the cutscenes, video tutorials, anything like that. I'll basically explain whatever needs to go as I go. And like I said, it's somewhat of a speed run, so I'm going to try and go through as fast as possible. Skip all this, just showing you the controls. Alright, so this is fairly easy. Pop a net trap over here. The reason why I don't put it over here is because if I shout over here, then he has a straight path to go this way. At least he has to run all the way around. These guys I can take care of. Put a bonfire. At this point, you can't chop wood to get money, so you could just put as much as you want, really. These guys are a little more annoying to fight, so I'm just gonna not fight them. And there we go. That's pretty much it. Skipping more stuff. Put that there. Now, I'm probably... Okay, well, this is just how I play. People might play, you know, other ways. I just found this way the best suited for me. So take everything with a grain of salt. Maybe not everyone would agree with me, but I found this the easiest way to play for me. And you'll see as I go around, or as I go along. So you want to run here as quickly as possible. As soon as he spawns, little yellow dot, shout, get him over here.
I'll chop you in two, you mongrels.
This game is a lot about waiting. It's more strategy than action. That guy. Just 2 hits. Run over here. Try and get their attention. Nope. Now I gotta chase them. I don't want to follow me. Chasing me. Now you can see why I'm not attacking them. Well, I'm waiting for my stamina to come back. I keep exhausting all of it, so it takes a little while. It's a little slow depending on how you want to play. So now wave 2 is going to come. You can also hit tab to see what's going on. Anyways, these guys are pretty much instantly dead when they hit those 2 bear traps. So now basically I'm just going to wait for the 4 wolves coming from the south. There goes one, there goes the other. I'm going to light this bonfire. Reload. Guy's dead. See, as soon as I leave my bonfire, these guys come running after me. But anyway, it's not really that fast. Easy peasy. So that was technically still a tutorial level, but I mean, there wasn't really any information that it gave you other than it's just, well, you know, easy-ish. Whatever. So we got Wolvesville in this one. Fictional town near a real place. Got chapter 4. Like I said, speed run, trying to go through this as quickly as possible. So when you come here, usually, well, yeah, just get one holy bullet. Sometimes you do 2 or 3, but you only need 1. You got Wolvesville here. I'm not going to spend my money right now, though, so we'll just skip any of that. Skip the bait. Alright, usually in this game, the way we did it was whenever you get something new, basically use it. It's trying to tell you that that trap is good for this level. So, we got the bait, let's use the bait. Mix it with the net trap, and you pretty much just kill everybody in this level. That's it, really. Didn't spend any money, barely use any traps. And another thing about this game is that most people probably don't know, but you can hoard skill points. So I'm going to not spend that and go. It's going to be like, oh, you didn't use it. Doesn't matter. Just keep going. Yeah, scroll wheel changes bullets. Some people skim over that. Don't know how to do it afterwards. Anyways, I like to start with the wolves over here because since there's 4 of them, they're gonna finish the bait a lot faster than any of the werewolves will. That and they spawn first, so that works out. So wait till all 4 are on there. Oh, sorry, 3. Oh, it used to be 4. We changed it. It was too hard. That's that. Come over here. Quickly reload. Nice little trick. It's a lot faster to actually let go of control, so it gives back the third-person view, and then press control again to go back into the gun mode, because after you reload, if you're still holding control, your ability to shoot comes way... it takes way longer to come back to you than if you just press control. Like, see how long it took before? Now if I press control, it's right there, right? We changed the system a little while ago. It was a kind of a little limitation that it had. We were meaning to switch it afterwards, but it never ended up happening. I guess it's like a fake life hack, I guess. But yeah, nice little tip there. Just let go of control when the reload's done, and hit control again really fast. You'll hold the shoots like, I don't know, like a second faster. Level up again. Well, you pretty much level once every night. Unless you die, and then you can possibly level more, but you don't need to grind levels out in this game. Alright, Chapter 5. Skip that. So, tonight we got the spike trap, and we get the mill. So, there's 3 enemies on the east, so 3 enemies for the spike trap. Pop a bait on top of it. Those guys are done with. Fight these guys by yourself. Wave 2. Use a... no, not there. Okay, put that there. Put that there. There's 3 guys over here again, so use another spike trap. With bait combo, then this guy over here. Put another piece of baits and another one of those, and then you're pretty much done. Alright. Sorry if I'm going quick, like I said, speed run. Okay, so first you want the stamina and you want the bait. Or actually not the bait. Cancel that. You want the stamina and the wood cutting. Now, some people go all 3 wood cutting. It's pretty OP. Being overpowered. You get a lot of extra money. I don't really feel the need to do that because, well, I know exactly how to play all the time, so I don't need the extra cash. But this one is definitely good because instead of getting 1 cent, you get 4. So it times your money by 4, so there's no reason not to get at least the first one, but I find it somewhat, not useless because like 10 cents is a crazy amount, but for me, it's not really needed. So let's do that, start the night. Skip that. Enraged is sometimes when you hit enemies, they turn enraged, and then your fear factor at the bottom left is not effective anymore. The way that works is the more you hit the people, the more chance they have of getting turned. So if they have a lot of health and you have a really weak weapon, you hit them 30 times, they have a better chance of going in rage than if you hit them 3 times. Now see what I always do when I fight? I try and like walk away from these enemies before they get a chance to retaliate. And they're too afraid of me, so they're never gonna do it. But like I don't just waste all my stamina. I do like a 3-hit combo, walk away. 3-hit combo, walk away. It's a simple strategy. So now this guy's gonna walk on the bear trap or the wolf trap, take a little bit of damage. Now I don't even have to bother attacking with the 2 hits. Now another little tip, very simple, when you're almost out of stamina, just, you know, hit control and start reloading. Because your stamina is going to build up and you need the bullet anyways. So, there we go. I'm going to run quick to this guy. And that's that. If you know what you're doing, these nights are pretty quick. They get more complicated later, and you'll see the intricacies of how I play. But for now, it's pretty straightforward. New enemy, the Mycan Warrior. Doesn't get affected by bait. So you shout, or, you know, use the wind, but we haven't gotten there yet. So night 6, there's no story, at least at the beginning. New path. Alright, so this night I can do it just with this one trap. Now it took me a long time to figure out where to put that trap, but anyways. So we're going to split off pretty much everything. It's been a little while, so I have to remember exactly where everything goes. Now, I'm not trying to be economical with these, like, I'm just trying to get it done. Doesn't really bother me if I'm losing a couple of AP here and there. Now I'm just going to double check all their paths. Alright. That should do it. Now, you don't have to click this button, because when you start the night, it automatically does it. I'm just going to get that, it doesn't really matter. Alright. That's pretty much it. Like I said, skipping all the cutscenes. Got the red moon tonight. Alright, so what you want to do is pretty much just run over here as fast as possible. Now, those Grand Wolves run twice as fast as these Mycans. So, that's why I had to put that extra piece right up there. You can't really see it, but you can see it on the map. It just makes him, it just forces him to run all the way around, or else he'd be going too fast. Now, I'm just gonna wait for this Mycan to pass by this firewall. You'll see him in a couple of seconds. Alright, now I'm gonna jump over that. Just stalk this guy a little bit. Now, when he reaches the Grand Wolf, I'm gonna shout on this. And then just run away. And that's pretty much that. Give it a couple seconds. There you go. All done. another new enemy, the Grand Werewolf. These guys are a bitch if you don't know how to fight them properly. They have a lot of health, they do a lot of damage, and they can enrage enemies, so you want to watch out for them.
Wind.
Alright. So, since we got the wind blowing to the east, you just want to run over here as fast as possible. Now, there are 5 enemies here, so what you want to do is kill 2 of these right off the bat, and put a spike trap. Now, the reason why I'm killing 2 is because I don't want to try and kill more with the spike trap, because if I fail, then I have to run over here, and I'm not going to do that. So just might as well make it perfect. I'm going to run over here, kill these guys, then come back over here. Now, for the Grand Werewolf, I'm just going to do this. Actually, use the spike traps. I'm going to put a bonfire just in case he doesn't die. Alright, that should be it. How many bullets do I have left? Getting kind of tight, but I should be fine. Okay. Don't need to buy anything yet, or don't need to get anything yet. Let's start that night. Alright, so like I said, wind's blowing to the east, you can see on the minimap. I'm going to run away as fast as possible because that werewolf spawns right in the path of my scent. Now I should be far enough away, you won't smell me. You also have to do, this is like a curveball we throw at you, you have to beat the first wave as fast as possible. Of course, since I put the spike trap over there. Oh. Oh. I thought it didn't work, but the werewolf just didn't get there quite as fast as I had thought. Alright. So now my game plan for this is when the Grand Werewolf spawns, I'm going to wait for him to walk into the bear trap, shoot him, and then when he's running at me, reload, and when he's stuck in the second one, shoot it. Just have to be really fast or else he'll get out of the bear trap. Or wolf trap. Alright, so there goes one. Reload fast. Remember that trick I told you? Hit control. Way faster. And there we go. All done. Didn't even have to use that bonfire. Now I got a ton of money, and I'm gonna start spending it. These will-o'-the-wisp are annoying as hell, to say the least. So, the best advice I can give you is just get a holy weapon. That's what you do with your money on day 8. Buy a better weapon and make it holy. Now, I don't think I have quite enough to buy a really good weapon and make it holy, but I can buy a pretty good one and make it holy, which is what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to do that last, actually, because I have to use some money during the night. Okay, so one thing about the will-o'-the-wisp is that they don't get affected by the firewalls. So that guy is still going to come through here. But I'm just going to have to fight him instead of having to fight these 3 wolves at the same time. What I am going to do is what I did last level. Since there's another 5 enemies, I'm going to use wolf traps to kill those ones. and then I'm going to get the rest with the spike trap. That's for wave 2. Come to wave 3. Another spike trap. And I'm gonna block off this guy, forcing him to come meet this guy. There we go. And I'm gonna fight these guys by myself. Now, that's it for that. Oh, whoops. We got the mirror doors. I'm going to actually make that. Because on wave 2, forgot about that, there's this guy over here. So after I'm done dealing with this guy, I have to take the zip line over, because there's no way I'll be able to run there quite fast enough. Alright, now that that's done, see how much money I actually have, and head over to Wolvesvale. Now, it costs $1 to make any weapon holy, so what I'm going to do is... See, I can't buy that, but I could buy this one. See, even though this one is the strongest weapon I could buy, I can't make it holy, which makes it pretty much worthless against the Will-o'-the-Wisp. So I will buy this one. Return. Make it holy. Return. Now I am pretty much out of bullets, so now I will actually buy some. Just make it an even 5. 135. Alright. I guess that's it. I don't really need to buy anything else. Maybe I'll buy some boots. Start the night. Don't forget to equip your stuff. Equipment goes down to the bottom left. Put your axe over there. Still hoarding points. Don't necessarily need to spend them yet, but the next level I unlock these ones, so I'll be able to spend 3 points on the 3rd tier of skills. So let's start.
The Will-o'-the-Wisp.
I want to keep paying attention to that guy so you can dodge his fireball when it comes. See, if you have the appropriate weapon, these guys are just as weak as wolves. Now, when you're coming over to wave 2, don't forget, the wolves will still come to you if they smell you, so you gotta wait, since the wind is inconveniently placed towards that area. So, that's 1 wolf gone, that's 2, now the 3rd one is going to be out of my scent radius soon. There we go. Finish this guy quick. Go over to my zip line. Those guys are about to want a spike trap. Done with that. Finish off this guy. Now for the last wave, I just really have to focus on these 2. The other 3 werewolves are pretty much taken care of by the spike trap. I've got a rage build up, so I might use it. And without wasting any time, if you've already played up to this point, you know there's a little thing you have to do up here, so I'm going to already start running over there. Since I bought some boots, I can run a lot further than I used to be able to. Not much further, but, you know, a good 25-50%. Talk to this guy. Head on over. Now, what's pretty funny is we didn't actually lock any of this map up. I can run all the way around this area, like down there and all the way around, and pretty much get lost because the minimap isn't, like, changed yet. I've done it before. I wouldn't suggest other people doing it if you don't know the layout of that area, but it's still pretty funny. explosive barrels. Alright, now they're starting to get a little bit more packed with enemies. Don't usually fight these guys, I just sort of leave it up to the spike trap. These guys, however, I will fight with just a bonfire. I have a stronger axe now, it'll finish them off pretty quick. Wave 2, I'm going to block off the top area, forcing these guys to come right. Pop another spike trap. Very useful item. I could fight the last guy. Might as well use the bonfire instead of putting another trap. Now for the last wave, I'm going to use another spike trap since there's 3 enemies. And then I'm going to just put that because these 2 guys are going to die. The spike trap is going to do more than enough damage, but this guy's still going to have some health. So I'm going to kill him with the... whoops, wrong button. I'm going to kill him with the newly improved net trap. Also got poison bait and a new rage ability. See what happens when you hoard points? Very useful. Alright, so let's go. Now you want to run up as fast as possible. Doesn't really matter for those grand wolves because they're pretty much dead already. Usually takes me about 2.5, 3 sprints to get here. Get that bonfire. Now I'm going to start taking some of these guys out with bullets. I only got so much time before that bonfire was pretty much done. Oop, missed. That's okay. Oh, shoot. Jumped right into one. Now, the only time I ever really use the dodge roll, unless I'm in like a really dire situation where I can't really jump, walk away, I usually just use it to run out to hit an enemy and then jump back towards my bonfire so the other ones don't come running at me. The only thing is, last time I jumped into an enemy, so it didn't really work properly, but only took 1 hit, so it's not so bad. Now, like I said in the first couple of chapters, it's a waiting game, this game, so just kind of reload my weapon and wait here for the bloodshed. Now, I noticed, like, you may notice I let go of control before the reload's actually done. If you look at the bottom left corner, there's the little icon for the bullet. Once it's there, the gun is reloaded, so you can let go of control and it saves you a little bit of time. So, I'm going to pop that bonfire. Since I have a holy weapon, this guy pretty much takes full damage from that weapon, so it won't take too long to kill him. Oh, but he went in range, so now my bonfire is useless. I would use the rage ability, but I'm going to show you in a second what it's more useful for. I don't usually use rage abilities on enemies. Sometimes I might use it for wolves, since those are the enemies I usually attack more than any other enemy. I usually use traps. But the Will-O-the-Wisp, the traps aren't too effective against them, except for like maybe the Wayside Cross, which you have to use 2 or 3 of them. But rage abilities and a holy weapon, on the other hand, are quite... Ah, no, I missed. Well, doesn't matter, I still hit 1, so that was good, but I kind of use it 1 second too early. Or a split second too early. Anyways, it still worked out. They took spike trap damage. Now I'm just going to wait for this guy to come and eat his bait. Maybe you'll see his head. Yeah, right there. And that's that. Now, I should get a Wayside Cross, and, well, like I just had the chapel unlocked, but that was the only thing they were attacking, so it wasn't really a true level with the chapel. Alright, now we got the shamans. Now, the shamans, I would take care of them first whenever you're fighting a group of enemies because they can heal everybody, and that sucks. If you don't take care of them quickly with an appropriate weapon or some traps, then you can spend, like, you know, a good couple of minutes fighting them, especially if there's two of them, because you're fighting one and then the other one heals them, and then it just goes back and forth in a vicious cycle, so you really want to handle that properly. Now, I'm also getting the Egg of Mechu, which, well, if you checked out the cutscene. Now, okay, so these first guys, I'm actually going to crush some of them with this, and I'm going to use 2 wayside crosses to take care of the rest of them. And then we got this crazy amount of enemies. Well, it's not really that many, it's just they're all spread out. So, I have poisonous bait, as you saw me get in the last level with my skill points. So, one nifty little trick is I'm going to use poisonous bait to kill all 5 of those wolves. It does 4 damage now, so that equals 12. They only have 10 health. Just block off this area. And there you go. Now, this part of the level is a bit tricky. I'm going to use the wind to lure all these guys to this spike trap. Where is it? Yeah, over here. Can't remember the perfect spot to get it. I'm gonna block off this, force them around. Now, the trick is to get all 3 of these onto this one spike trap. Usually it works out. I'm also going to use a watchtower and a zipline for this. And I'm going to block this guy's path. Now he's forced to go all the way around. Now, what I want to do is kill him with that net trap. Also going to buy some silver bullets. Maybe 3 for good measure. And I think I'm going to use my money to buy a better gun too. Or am I going to wait? Let's see what we got. No. Yeah, I'm going to wait for the double barrel, I believe. Alright, so I'm not going to spend my money. New skill points. No, I don't think I'm going to get anything. Or actually, no, I'll get the marksman. Reload a little faster. Alright. Start this off, see if I can do it properly. This is just explaining how the Egg of Mechu works. I'll show you that in a second. Let me just take care of these wisps first. Now, what I'm going to do is, once they spawn, I'm going to light these. Now they smell me, I'm going to get out of their way. Now they're going to come over there. I'm going to shoot this when some of them are over it. Ah, I missed completely. Alright, it's alright. It won't be so bad. I just have to keep them inside this for a little bit. There we go. Nice and easy. Even though I missed my trap, the 2 wayside crosses do a crazy amount of damage to these wisps, so it's not so bad. Okay, now, to use the Egg of Mechu, you just hit the appropriate button for your inventory, and, well, basically just turn your mouse to use it. Now, the trick for this is, basically, once this Mycan is in the area, you pretty much can get everyone else. Make sure you don't get the wolves. Spin it all the way around. Okay, so I got all 3 of them. They're all coming for that one spot. I'll just wait for them for a little bit. Make sure it works. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. I'm gonna take this watchtower. Pretty much wait for this guy. I didn't even have to use that wolf trap. I could have just came here and shouted. Although those wolves are still in the area. I'm gonna let them continue past. Alright, here we go. Now I'm gonna shout.
I'll chop you
It's a little redundant since I did have that wolf trap there, but better be safe than sorry.